The Great Indian Circus, a land of contradictions and cacophony. India, oh India, a country where chaos isn't just a state of being, it's a lifestyle, a religion, and a national sport. Imagine 1 billion-plus people all trying to scream their way to the front of the queue at once, while simultaneously pretending they're the most cultured, morally superior beings on the planet. It's like a never-ending soap opera where everyone's the villain, the hero, and the annoying sidekick, all at the same time. Let's start with the scammers, shall we? India's got more hustlers per square inch than a used car lot in a Hollywood B-movie. From the guy on the street corner selling pure saffron that's actually orange food coloring mixed with sawdust, to the call center tech support bro who insists your perfectly fine laptop has a virus only he can fix for $500, the hustle is real. These aren't just scammers, they're performance artists, weaving tales so elaborate you almost want to applaud their creativity before you realize your wallet's gone missing. And the best part? They're asterisk everywhere asterisk. From the auto rickshaw driver who takes you on a scenic tour of every pothole in Delhi to charge you triple, to the tour guide at the Taj Mahal who's actually just some dude who wandered in from the street, India's scam game is Olympic level. The audacity is almost admirable. Almost. These folks will look you dead in the eye, swear on their grandmother's grave, and sell you a genuine Rolex made of plastic and dreams for the low, low price of your dignity. Now, let's talk about the literacy, or lack thereof. India's got a literacy rate that's officially around 74%, but you'd swear it's closer to 7% when you see the spelling on shop signs, "Welcome to Hair Saloon," or hear the average WhatsApp forward. The country churns out engineers and doctors like a factory, yet somehow half the population seems to think NASA is a new brand of masala chai. And yet, the asterisk arrogance asterisk. Oh, the gall of the guy who can't spell vegetable but will lecture you for 20 minutes about how India invented the internet, airplanes, and the theory of relativity. Sorry, Einstein, you're cancelled in Endia. This isn't just ignorance, it's ignorance with swagger. The unemployed, uneducated uncle who spends his days chewing pan and spitting philosophical nonsense at the local tea stall will tell you, with unshakable confidence, that India's economy is the best in the world because we have culture, yar. Meanwhile, he's borrowing 50 rupees from his cousin to buy more pan. It's a masterclass in delusion, and India's got a PhD in it. You called them irritating insects. And honestly, that's generous. India's got a knack for turning every interaction into a test of your patience. Picture this. You're at a railway station trying to buy a ticket. But the queue is less a line and more a human stampede. There's always that one guy, let's call him Sanjay, who's cutting in front of you, elbowing his way through, all while yelling into his phone about how he's very busy. Busy doing what, Sanjay? Annoying everyone within a 10-mile radius? And it's not just the cities. Venture into a village and you'll meet the nosy neighbor auntie who's got her nose so deep in your business she could write your biography. Want to buy a mango? Prepare for a 15-minute interrogation about your marital status, income, and why you're not eating her cousin's mangoes instead. Privacy? What's that? In India, personal space is a myth, like clean public toilets or punctual trains. Oh, the morality. India's older generation, let's say 45 plus to 90, loves to play the morality card, clutching their pearls while preaching about Indian values and Sanskriti. These are the same folks who'll scold a young woman for wearing jeans but won't bat an eye when their son spits Beetlejuice on the street or bribes a cop to avoid a traffic fine. It's a bizarre double standard. Nudity and vulgarity are the devil's work, but littering, cheating, and cutting corners just another Tuesday. And the chewing. Good Lord, the constant beetle, nut, and tobacco chewing that leaves red stains on every wall, road, and probably the moon at this point. These self-appointed guardians of morality will lecture you about purity, while their mouths look like they just auditioned for a zombie flick. The irony is thicker than the smog in Delhi. Now the young ones. India's youth are a fascinating mix of Instagram-fueled ambition and zero critical thinking. They're out here posting shirtless selfies with captions like, #hustle hard, while living off their parents' money and failing basic math. The obsession with Western culture means every other teenager is trying to be a TikTok star or a rapper, but ask them to name the capital of their own state, and they'll Google it faster than you can say Endia. And the crime. The news is a daily horror show of rapes, murders, and scams, often perpetrated by young men who've watched one too many Bollywood movies glorifying bad boys. It's like they've taken live fast, die young as a personal challenge, except they're not cool enough to pull it off. Instead, they're just making life harder for everyone else. Poverty is a harsh reality in India, with millions scraping by on less than $1 a day. But what's truly baffling is the pride that comes with it. The beggar who demands your money like you owe him a personal debt, the street vendor who'll argue for 10 minutes over 5 rupees, the guy who's never paid taxes but insists India's tax system is unfair. It's a mindset that defies logic. You'd think humility would come with hardship, but in India, hardship comes with a superiority complex. Let's not forget the physical landscape. Indian cities are like a post-apocalyptic video game where the objective is to survive potholes, stray cows, and auto rickshaws driven by maniacs. Villages? They're stuck in a time warp where the only development is a single flickering streetlight that's been broken since 1997. And the traffic. Oh, the traffic. It's not just congestion, it's a full-blown existential crisis where every driver believes they're auditioning for Mad Max, Fury Road *. Public transport is a comedy of errors. Trains are late by hours, buses are packed like sardine cans, and the less said about the state of public toilets, the better. Yet, somehow, Indians navigate this chaos with a bizarre sense of normalcy, like it's perfectly fine to dodge a cow, a pothole, and a speeding motorcycle, all while balancing a chai cup in one hand. India loves to pat itself on the back for its rich culture and ancient heritage, but let's be real, half the time that culture is just an excuse for bad behavior. Spitting on the street? Cultural. Honking like a lunatic? Cultural. Marrying off your daughter to a stranger because tradition? You guessed it, cultural. Meanwhile, actual cultural treasures like ancient temples or classical music are ignored in favor of Bollywood item songs and garish festivals that leave mountains of plastic waste. And the festivals. Diwali, the festival of lights, is basically an excuse to blow up half the neighborhood with firecrackers and choke everyone with smog. Holi, a day to throw colored powder at strangers and pretend it's fun, while the streets turn into a toxic rainbow swamp. It's tradition, sure, but it's also a masterclass in environmental destruction. In summary, India is a fever dream where 1.4 billion people are simultaneously trying to outsmart, outshout, and out-annoy each other. It's a place where logic takes a backseat to bravado, where morality is a flexible concept, and where chaos is the only constant. From the scammer who thinks he's a genius to the auntie who thinks she's the Dalai Lama, India is a land of contradictions wrapped in a paradox, deep-fried in irony, and served with a side of pond stains. And yet somehow it keeps chugging along. The sheer resilience of Indians, scammers, moralists and all, is almost infuriatingly impressive. They'll dodge a cow, bribe a cop and sell you a fake iPhone all before breakfast, and still have the energy to argue about cricket. Rendia indeed, a maddening, hilarious, infuriating circus that never stops spinning.